Hello, everyone, and welcome you all to another chapter of the social media video editing tutorial. So, now we are on the chat number 9, and here I'll be making a stop motion ad banner in Canva. Okay, so I'll be telling you guys how you will be able to make some stunning banners in Canva using the stop motion. So, this is a small video. Okay, we'll be learning how to do that here in Canva. So, let's not waste time and let's get started. So here, as you guys can see, now I am here in the home page of the Canva. So the first thing you guys can do is you guys can come here and suppose you want to create a video right over here. So in that case, what you can do is you guys can come here. Maybe it's for an Instagram post. You guys can come here and basically you will be able to select up this particular page. And here you guys can see this is the page number 1 right over here. Okay, suppose if you just delete this one and instead of Instagram post, if you want to put up any other video, suppose if it's for an Instagram reel, or maybe let's come here if it's for if it's a video message and stuff, you guys can also do it from here. But as I was doing it from here as well, like for an Instagram story, as I do like the size right over here, I can basically come here and I can put it over here. And using the magic switch, anytime you guys can come here and you guys will be able to customize size. Okay, so let's take 1080 into 1080. Okay, so I'll just take 1080 into 1080 right over here. So now, once I have just decreased the size from here, okay, using the magic switch, okay, so the next thing what I'm going to do is I am going to go to the elements option and I'm going to search for some image. Okay, so I will just search for this pasta image right over here. And what I'm going to do now is I will come here, and from here, let me take this first image. And now I will take this image and using the magic switch, or let's come right over here, and from here basically I can just transform it into a document. But the thing which I want to do right over here is actually I want to just edit this particular image. Okay, so from the Magic Studio, using the BG remover, I will just remove the background over here. So let's take this image right over here, and what I'm going to do is I am going to delete this one, and now I am going to place this particular image quite like this. Okay, so let me just place this image quite over here, and now this one looks better. Otherwise, if I want to select other images, I can also select other images quite from here as well. Suppose now I will just take another shape now. So I will go to the elements option, and from the elements option, now I am going to take a line. Okay, so now I will just come here, select the outside, and I want to give this line a rotation. So I will just give this thing a rotation quite like this. Maybe put this one right over here. And what you're going to do is you're going to create a straight line quite like this. And again, I will just create a straight line like this here as well. Okay. Suppose you want to now change the stroke. Okay, so let's take a stroke of 10 and just click on enter. And now you want to also color this as well. Okay, so suppose here I will take 20 and I'll just click on enter. And if I do want any dotted lines, or if I want lines like that, I can also select lines like this here as well. Okay, so let's get for this option. Let's go for the line color and let's try to see which type of color looks good over here. Okay, so here you guys can see now I have taken this color over here as well. If you want to increase it, you guys can also increase it from here. Now the next thing what I'm going to do is I am going to take the text option, and from the text option, let's come here and let's select this text. And what you're going to do is from here, you are going to search for different type of fonts. Okay, so let's take this font from here, and now I will just write new. Okay, so I will just type new over here. Okay, so let's take new, and I will just tilt this a bit quite like this. Okay, and now again I will take another one. Okay, and let's take this particular font from here, or let's select this one at the beginning. And what I'm going to do now is I am going to actually take another text box. So let's take this, click on Alt and just duplicate this layer. And now I am going to write item. Okay, so I will just write item right over here. And suppose if you want to increase the font size, you guys will be able to increase the font size from here as well. Okay, so now I will just place it quite down right over here. And now I will just place it just underneath this one. Okay, so here, if you want to actually change the text color, you guys can come here and you guys will be able to change color. And suppose you want to change all, you guys will be able to change all the colors quite right here as well. Okay, so now as I do have this one, the next thing what I'm going to do is I am going to write the name of the dish. Okay, so for that, again, I will take this particular text box quite like this, and let me just delete this one from here. Let's take this one, and now let's come right over here, and from here now let's take this, or let's just check out what type of text type will look good. Okay, so I can just come here and I can just go down, and here I can just take this text, and what I can type is I will just type red sauce pasta. Okay, so I will just write red sauce pasta over here, and now I will just click outside, and maybe I will just put this thing right over here as well. Okay, so now I will just select this whole text up, and also I will be able to select the color. Okay, so here are different colors of the photos. Okay, so to match the color combination, here you guys can see now I have selected this one right over here. Okay, so the next thing after doing this one, what I'm going to do is if I want to put out any other graphics, suppose from here I will go to elements option, go back and search for leaf. Okay, so I will just search for leaf option, and I will just click on enter, and here you guys can see now I do have a lot of graphics regarding a leaf. Okay, so here you guys can see I can take this one, and what I can do is suppose I can just put it right over here. If I want to increase the size, I can also increase the size quite like this. Suppose if I want to take it here into the background, I can also take this thing into the background as well. Okay, so let's come here. Let's just decrease the size from this end. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I will go to the position option, go to layering, and now I will just put it behind. Otherwise, go to arrange, and here directly you guys can select this option, and here you guys can select send to back. Okay, so this is how you guys will be able to add this thing up. Or if you want to change the opacity, come here, go to the transparency option, and from the transparency option here you guys can just put it somewhere around 60%. Okay, and you guys can come here and just click outside. So this is how it's going to look. Okay, so to this text here, if you want to come here and if you want to just put up any spacing and stuff, here you guys will be able to do that as well. Okay, suppose here you guys can see transparency. If you want to copy the style, here you guys will be able to do that from here as well. Suppose from here now let's take up a different color. Okay, so let's go with something dark. So here now this one looks better. Okay, and now if you want to increase the text box right over here, you guys can come here and maybe increase the size quite like this. Okay, so just put it on right over here, and now here you guys can see I do have this. So now here again, what I'm going to do is I will just change the color of the text. Okay, so let me just put something more dark red. Okay, so I will just put the dark red color right over here. And what I can also do is I can just select this particular text from here, and let's go to the effects option. And from the effects option, what I can do is I can just give this thing a color quite like this. And now this one looks better. Okay, so here you guys can also check the text color. Okay, if you want to make it quite like this, you guys can actually make this one like this as well. So let me select this text and this text here as well. Okay, so I will just take both of this text and go to the effects option. And from the effects option, what you can do is you can just click on the outline option. And now I will just put it right over here and here as well. Okay, so once I'm done with this particular part, now I want to just edit this side here as well. Okay, so for that, I will come here onto the graphics option, and what I'm going to do is I am going to search for few of the graphics. Okay, so for searching graphics here, you guys can basically come down. Otherwise, you guys can search here from the graphics panel as well. Okay, so from the graphics panel, let's search for food. Okay, and let's click on enter. Okay, so now here you guys will be able to see that I will have all of these graphics right over here again. So now here you guys can see I do have this graphics right over here. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to put on this graphics right over here. Let me just place it somewhere over here. And now let's take this graphics as well, and I will just put it just right underneath this one. Okay, so for that I will come here, and now I will just right click, go to layer option, and I will just click on send to back. And here I will just put it right over here. And if you want to decrease the size here, this is how you will be able to decrease the size from here as well. Okay, so I will just put it right over here. And now from the elements option, let's go back, and from here let's take a shape quite like this. And what you can do is you can come here and decrease the size quite like this. And now let's put it right here in the center. And now using the text tool, otherwise I can come here and I can just type, but let me just use a text. Okay, I will just click on T right over here, and now I will just type order now. Okay, so I will just type order now over here, double click on this whole text, and now change the font type. Okay, so basically from here now you will be able to uh, check which kind of font type you want to select. Okay, so here you guys can actually select from a lot of options. Let's just go on top. Here you guys can see now I do have different options right over here, and let's just place this one and let's see how it actually looks right now. Okay, so now I will just select this one, and here now let's select it. If you want to decrease the size, you guys will be able to decrease the size from here as well. Let's place it over here, and let's double click now, and let's go to this option, and here let's just place it quite like this. Okay, so from here let's just increase the size quite like this as well. So let's increase the size from this side here, and now I will just select it, and I want it in white color. Okay, so now let's select it, go to the text color option and select the white color. And here you guys can see now I have just applied it over here as well. Suppose here I want to decrease the size, I can also decrease the size quite like this. Okay, so here I am done with this particular part, and here you guys can check and go to the edit timing option, and from here you guys can actually edit the timing as well. But here individually, if I want to put on any kind of effects, okay, I can also put it right over here. So now let's select this whole thing up. Okay, let's select this whole page all together, go to the animate option, and from the animate option I can come down here, and from here I can just select the scrapbook option like this. Okay, so I will just select the scrapbook option, and from here I will just select on enter. Okay, so this is how it will just appear on my screen, and after that I can just edit the timing to suppose 8 seconds. Okay, so I will just select 8 seconds, and I'll just click on enter. And here now if I just click right over here, you guys can actually select how you want to use it. So now let's select this one, And now here, if you select the scrapbook option, and this is how it will actually look. Okay, so this will be of 8 seconds. Okay, otherwise you can also decrease the timing. So here individually, if you want to do, you guys will be able to do it individually as well. Suppose I will just select this one for 4, and if I just click on enter, and now if you want to see how it actually looks, okay, so this is how it's actually going to look like, as you guys can see. And the same way, I will just close this thing down, and here onto this option, if I want to make it for 8 seconds, so suppose let's take 8 seconds, 8 dot enter. So now again, I will come here and I will just play this thing up. Okay. So this is how it's going to look. Okay. So I will just close this thing up and I'll just keep this thing as 4 seconds only. Okay. So I'll just keep it at 4 seconds right over here. And this is how you guys can actually create one stop motion video right over here. And for preview, you guys can come here, and from here you guys will be able to see the preview, and this is how it actually looks. Okay, so if you want to download directly, you guys will be able to download it from here as well. Okay, so let's just select this whole thing up, and from here let's take a 4 dot enter. Okay, so I'll just delete this one, 4 dot enter from here, and just let's see the preview over here as well. Okay, so this one looks quite great. So I'll just close this thing up, and here you guys can see now I do have this particular poster or this ad ready for a restaurant. Okay, so here you guys can actually put, if you want to group those thing up, you guys can come here and group it up from here as well. Suppose you want to add some phone number. Okay, you guys can come here and you guys can add some phone number here as well. Okay, so for that, again, you just need to click on T from your keyboard, and now just place this one right over here. And what you can also do is just select this whole text up. Okay, double click right over here, click on delete, and just click on plus uh 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what you can do is you can just increase the number size, select this text, and you guys can come here and select the text type you want to put. Okay, so basically you guys will be able to put on different text type from here as well. And individually, if you want to put any effects to the number as well, you guys will also be able to do that from here. Okay, for now, let's just increase the size. Okay, and let's come here, let's take this one. Okay, and now I have applied this one. This is just loading right over here. Let's see how it looks, and after that, accordingly, I will just place the text in my page right over here. Okay, so here you guys can see I do have the number. So let's just increase the size right over here, and let's decrease it here as well. And let's just place it accordingly. Okay, so I'll just place it right over here, and I'll just put the number quite over here as well. And now here you guys can see this is basically done. If you want to see a preview, you guys can come here and you guys will be able to see a preview from here as well. So I'll just close it up, and now I want to download it. So for downloading, you go to the share option, go to the download page, and from here, you need to make sure that you download it in MP4 video format. Okay, so you guys can come here and go to the MP4 video format. And if you want to play it up and just look, okay, you guys can just play it up from here, and you guys will be able to download your video from here as well. Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys have understood this class on how you can actually make one stop motion and video banner. Okay, so hope to see you all in the next chapter. Okay, where we'll be learning more about this video. Okay, so I will just download it up from here. You guys can see now my video right over here is getting downloaded. Okay, and after downloading, you guys can basically put this video anywhere you want. Okay, so let it get downloaded. So hope to see you all in the next chapter. Till then, take care and goodbye everyone.